All praises due to the Most High God, King Noble Black Supremacy. All praises due to the Most High King Noble Black Supremacy. All praises due to the Most High King Noble Black Supremacy. Now, what I like to say is it's a matter of being focused. Focusing on what's around you, what you want, and what God wants. The God that's within you and the God that's outside of you. Because they are one. And we are all connected. So it's, like I said before, it's nothing really a person can hide or think that they're getting away with, because we're all one. We're all connected. You know, we have to take our time and to focus, because as we move or rush things, we get distracted, we get clumsy. We tend to forget or lose things that are very important value. We have to, be in the likeness and the focusness and the oneness of God. And, God does not forget anything. He doesn't rush anything. He's never in his lower self. He's always thinking in his higher self. He's always being, divinely guided, because that's God. We must connect with the God that's within us and turn on our Christ consciousness so we can stop being distracted by the mundane world, by the mundane distractions that, constantly distract us. And it's like you don't even realize you're being distracted. But it's like you don't realize you're being distracted, but at the same time, you're making a choice to be distracted. At the end of the day, we have to give more focus to what's more important. God gives us chances, but you give your own self choices. You only follow your own choices. At the end of the day, you have to really push hard, because things don't come easy, and they're not supposed to come easy. Things that you want, you have to work for, especially when it's dealing with God. He's gonna make you work for it. He's gonna make you, go harder than the paint, as they say. But honor your position, love your position. Stop always looking for everybody else's position, so then you tend to forget your position because you're worried about everybody else's position. Everybody on this earth and universe has a duty when it comes to serving God and their place of serving God. Understand and know yours and love yours, so you can fall in place with this Christ consciousness. And you can begin to be the true example of devotion and true example of teaching and loving thyself and loving the God that's within self and loving the God that's outside of self. You can never truly love God until you can truly love yourself and can truly devote and have true devotion for yourself, which is the God that's within you. You have to understand that, you can't fully give your full out all my attention to your God, if you're not actually giving the full right attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the distractions around you are not distracting you, so you won't be distracted from God. That comes first. If you're not really understanding yourself, how are you going to understand God? How are you going to be on God's level? How are you going to hear when God is speaking? How are you going to know when God wants something? It's one thing to hear, but are you actually hearing? Are you actually understanding what you're hearing? A lot of people, can, not hear but understand. and have that understanding. You know, which one are you? Are you both? It's a matter of just, focusing, calming down, taking your time and just understanding each and every step that you may take on your journey, understanding that, loving that, giving devotion to that, because every step that you're taking is a step towards God, is a step towards understanding God and just awakening to yourself and the world around you. You know what I'm saying? You can be living somewhere, you can be staying somewhere, but you don't actually see what you're saying. You could just be there. Is your eyes open to actually what you're seeing? You have to understand that. You know, through generations and through time, there has been so many doubts and so much, convictions when it comes to God and who He is and who she is, and just be the example. Continue to devote yourself. It does not matter what no one else is saying around you. It doesn't matter what no one else is doing around you. Just to continue to devote your time and to love who you are, you know, because that's all that matters. Nothing else matters, you know. It's how you feel, it's how you are looking at God that people are gonna see. They're gonna see your example, and they're gonna wonder, is this person really being for real? Should I really be for real? Be true with yourself. You know, in my journey of understanding the God within myself, only way I could do that is by seeing the true God that's within in front of me, and that's Kingdom of Black Supremacy. You know, I didn't know nothing about a God. I was like on a means of being atheist and, not just believing, a lot of things were happening to me and I just like I didn't understand it. But when I seen him, when I seen his royalty, his grace, it made me look at the God that was in myself, within myself. And yeah, it took some time to really understand and just accept that and just appreciate that. But, when you appreciate it, you never let it go. You never forget that moment. You never forget, what I'm saying? It starts to all make sense to you, you know. And then when it starts to all make sense, then you just have to slow down. You have to just, really think about like, damn, like I'm really being blessed right now. I'm really, you know, God really loves me, you know, to have gave me so many chances. And, even though I didn't see myself as a God, because if you don't see yourself as a God, there's no way you're going to be able to see nobody else outside of you as no God. So, we have to start loving ourselves. We have to start put more love into ourselves, and, so we can push that love that we have for ourselves outside of us, and we can give that to God. We can give that to the world. We can be true examples of devotional love inside the kingdom. You know, we we go through life just going, not thinking, not really doing much of anything, you know. And we have to start really, focusing more. We have to start really honoring what we are doing, honoring our steps, you know, moving in a state of blindness. Yes, we move in a state of blindness. Yes, because we don't know every movement that God gives us. We don't understand that, but still move with that, still push that, because everything means something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned. Everything means something. You know, you know, everything God does for us is gives you more of an opportunity and awakening to awaken the God within yourself. He gives us chance after chance so we can awaken the God within ourselves. you know. And it's not about blaming anybody. It's not about pointing a finger whose fault it is. It's like, just focus on yourself. Look at that as an opportunity of what you need to improve. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, we have to love, and I mean love, more of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we can fully love God. God has unconditional love for us. It doesn't matter what we're doing. He's going to always have unconditional love for us. So we have to return that same love back to him. You know, we speak of, you know, giving devotion and, you know, giving honor and giving reverence. But if you don't really love yourself, how are you doing those things? You know what I'm saying? How are you loving God if you don't even love yourself? How are you loving God if you're not focusing? How are you loving God if you put everything else before God? Well, I have to do this and I have to do that. No, you need to just do what God wants you to do. At the end of the day, it's about God and nothing else. It's about understanding more of the God that's within you. It's not about nothing else. So you can understand the God that's outside of you. Tapping into that oneness, that black consciousness, and enduring at it and being appreciative of that, because that's something royal, and it's like it's a constant going. It's a constant going. Wow, that's crazy. It's a constant going. It's a constant going, to where we are, where, it's levels to it. It's not just you get to this one level or you didn't done this and now you're, don't ever, don't ever give up. It's just always something you can improve in yourself. It's always something that God is trying to show you, like, okay, you need to do this and you need to improve this. You know what I'm saying? And being obedient of that. You know what I'm saying? Not asking questions, not doubting, not feeling weak or in fear. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a state of blindness, and that's where the confidence comes. That's where the strength comes. When you're in a state of blindness, you're just constantly, giving you constantly, unaware. You don't see where you're going. So that's where the constant strength comes, the confidence, the courage. You know what I'm saying? The integrity, all that comes forward until you develop into your black invisibility. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is going to stop you. You're going to keep making those steps. You're going to keep moving, even though you do not see where you're going. You take God by the hand and God takes you by the hand and you just keep walking. You're not going to snatch your hand back like, hold up, I don't see where I'm going. Where are we going? And ask all these dumbass questions. No, you just vibe with it. You just vibe with it. You're not going to, what I'm saying? When that European says that we got a house for you, or we got this for you, or we got that for you, or we're going to give you this, you don't ask him a whole bunch of dumb questions. You don't do that. So why do we question God? Why do we doubt God's actions? You know what I'm saying? You know, for a long time, you know, we didn't know who God was. So the fact, or what God's action was, or we just only knew this European. So the fact that, we actually have a black God, we have a God, a living God, a God of flesh, the most high King Noble Black Supremacy. You know what I'm saying? We question that. You know what I'm saying? Stop questioning things that you know nothing of and just go with it. If this is what if God is what you love, trust that. Trust that. You know what I'm saying? Because all we know right now is, a European God. All we know is European facts. All we know is what the European then taught us. So when something different or unique comes around, we wind up doubting it. We wind up fearing it. We wind up saying, oh, no, 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 that's not real. No, how is that not real? Because it's not working the way you want it to work. Open up your third eye. Open up your consciousness. Connect to the Christ consciousness. Connect to the Black oneness. You know, explore the mind and the Black consciousness of King Noble Black Supremacy, so you can actually understand it. You know, be open minded about everything around you. You know what I'm saying? Open up those doors to freedom. You know, he put you in front of the door, but it's up to you to go through it. It's up to you to open it and go through it. He's not gonna push you through it, no nothing. He's gonna sit you right in front of it and be like, okay, listen, this is up to you. You have to do this. I can't force you to do this. I didn't show you how to do. I didn't show you what to do and how to do it. Now it's up to you to see if you listen or not. You know what I'm saying? But it's like all a matter of, you know, listening to God and, you know, listening to people around you or listening to the distractions. And it's like, why are we listening to distractions? Why are we, you know what I'm saying? Why are we, you know, why are we so used to being distracted? You know, why are we making a choice to be distracted? You know, do we really think that's something that we need? You really think that's going to benefit us at the moment? No, it's not going to benefit us at the moment, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's all we know. You know, that's all a person knows is, you know, what benefits them, you know, for that moment. Not benefits you for forever, not benefits you for eternity. God benefits you for eternity. Not for that moment, not for that good feeling, for